All right, welcome back. When I was asked to pop in and spend some time on Huntley for a week, they asked me about teaching. I said, sure, I can do that. What would you like me to do? And so we batted around some ideas, and I sent them a bunch of suggestions. And one of them was this one, 5 things I don't understand at all about God. And they said, yes, we like that one. Do that one for us. And so this is the honest truth. I don't want to sound stupid or like I'm grandstanding here, but I sat down to come up with 5 things that I don't understand at all about God. And I've been following Jesus since I was 11 years of age, and I couldn't come up with 5. I could come up with 2. And so I used that moment to build a bridge towards my friends on social media. And so I put the question out there on social media. I said, what are some things that you don't understand at all about God? And 5 things came back that I thought were worth exploring. Here's the first one for today. My question would be, why does God give us a choice? The old question, okay? Why would he allow us to choose? Why would he even put the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the middle of the garden in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. In fact, this writer goes on to say, look, if your child is running towards the highway, you wouldn't give them a chance to feel the impact of that decision. You'd snatch them back. You wouldn't give them a choice. You wouldn't let them have free will. But with heaven and hell, our Father lets them decide. He plants the tree and lets us decide. I don't understand. I struggle with that. So it's funny, actually, at church on Sunday, I got asked this same question. So I took that as maybe a little confirmation that we should wrestle with it a little bit. So I turned to the book of Genesis, which is where you want to go when you're dealing with these kind of huge questions. And I went right to Genesis chapter 1. And I specifically looked at, if you know the Bible, you'll know the verses that I looked at. I specifically looked at verses 26 and 27 where we read the following. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Here's the key part. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. The word for image in the Hebrew is actually tselem. I know you can't read Hebrew, but trust me, that's what it means. And tselem literally means a photo. It's as if God took a selfie, click, and you are the result. Now, here's the important question which helps us answer the big question. What does God do? What does God do? What's his job? God rules, right? If God exists, he rules everything that is. He's the master maker. He's the author and finisher. He's the one who put everything that is into motion in the first place. He rules. If God made you to be like him, what is your job? Have you ever found yourself asking the question, why do I exist? Why am I here, Lord? What's my purpose? You were made to rule. Picture big God. All right, so let's draw big God and small Todd. All right, big God, small Todd. Okay, we're not God. He's God, but you were made to be like him. And to rule means to choose, right? How could you rule anything without making a choice? Why did God give us a choice? Because choosing is connected to the very essence of what it means to rule. And God the ruler made you to be like him. He made you to rule. That's why he made you in his image and likeness. That's why we're able to choose. And yes, there's a downside, and we often suffer the consequences. But we can know that God set it up in the first place, and he will see it through to completion. He's the ruler. You are made to rule because you're made in his tselem, in his image and likeness. Hopefully that helped you with one of the things that I find hard to understand about God.